Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's the weekly reading for the week of June 10 to 16. So your cards this week, Taurus, energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Hermit. Focus energies, this week you have the Wheel of Fortune, and coming in towards the end of the week you have the beautiful omen of the Fool. Now Taurus, there's another card underneath this Knight of Cups. So that actually means that you have 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. So this indicates to me this is a significant event in your life. So generally the more major arcana, the more significant a reading is. And the major arcana, you know, they really pertain to like major sort of life lessons or sort of like karmic energy, whereas the minor arcana are sort of more the day-to-day, the sort of how you're going to get there kind of cards. So this is significant, and I don't think that it will be any news to you that there is a large shift coming for you. And I think that's exactly why you've been in hermit mode recently. So the Hermit, you know, really is about needing to retreat within, you know, to retreat within, to illuminate, to find that illumination you need to work through a situation. And, you know, with that Wheel of Fortune coming in, I think you've sensed that there's change coming for you, and that you've sort of gone within to really contemplate what you want in your life. And with that Hermit, I think it's also that sense of wanting your next chapter to be one that really fulfills you spiritually and emotionally. You know, potentially you may have even been doing some work on yourself recently and you've changed, and you've noticed that the situations and people and things in your life like job, career, you know, interests, hobbies are no longer aligning with your values because you've changed. I feel like you have been on your own spiritual pilgrimage, your own journey. You know, and I think you've potentially been alone in that. You know, if you've been in a relationship and you start awakening in a sense and the other person isn't, you can find yourself growing at different rates. Yeah, I get a sense of that. And, you know, I really think that you've had to go within, and, you know, all you've had is this little bit of light within to illuminate the next few steps of your path. And I think you've been trying to figure out where that path is going to lead you, and, you know, been calling for a brighter light so that you can do that. And I think that's what's coming in for you this week. And that Star in the Hermit too is just that little bit of, it's like the glimpse of the Star card, it's that glimpse of healing. I feel like you've also gone inwards to heal from a situation, to, you know, it's like I just, you know, it's got a vision of like a, sounds horrible, but an injured pet. When they get injured, like a cat or a dog, they go away to heal. They hibernate, they go under a tree, they go, you know, find a really comfortable spot, and they heal, they rest and they heal away from the distractions and the energies of other people. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've been healing and gathering your strength so that you can contemplate your next move. And that is coming in for you this week there, Taurus. And you're ready, you know, the Hermit is that energy of in the past position here, that's what the energy that you have been in, and you're ready to come back now, ready to come back. So here we go, buckle up Taurus, because this week the Wheel of Fortune comes in. Wheel of Fortune indicates, you know, quite a significant shift, quite a significant karmic shift. The wheel wants to spin, you know, it really wants to spin. They say look at the other cards around it to see what direction. It's a major luck change, and we have the Fool right there. So it's a whole new change of direction. It's sort of like a 180-degree switch up for you. So I wanted to get a little bit more information on that. So I've got that clarified here with Strength and the Knight of Cups. So this does make me feel that it's a relationship situation that you're potentially moving away from. You know, Knight of Cups, it's our knight in shining armor of the tarot deck. So Knight of Cups potentially could have been a water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. If not, it could be someone who takes on those characteristics. So someone who's very charismatic, that you've got a lot of chemistry with. That's why it's very difficult to walk away from if you've got all of that stuff, but maybe you didn't have what you really needed to make you feel you know, make you feel grounded. Maybe, you know, you had all the energy and the magnetism with this person, but you were starting to grow spiritually, and, you know, you weren't growing at the same rate. And unfortunately, even though you had that that great physical connection, you knew that, you know, actually you're going to have to walk away, you know, you're really going to have to start a new journey. And I think the Wheel of Fortune, that comes in to sort of speed up that change for you. And the Wheel of Fortune also indicates end of karmic cycles. So I think you've probably learnt what you needed to from the situation, or ended up in the place that you needed to be, which was gaining that growth. That came out with the Strength card, that Knight of Cups. So also we've got Leo energy here. Could have been a Leo if it wasn't a water sign energy, or someone taking on those characteristics. And the Strength card, guys, yep, you've got the strength that you need to move through this situation this week. So that's a really great card to have following that up. Now, the Strength card can also mean that there could be some inner demons to kind of tame or subdue, you know, to move through this situation. Like, it could be really difficult for you to cut ties with this person. You know, there could be a lot of things that stirs up within you. So just have that strength and courage. And Strength card also talks about compassion. Be kind to yourself. You're going through a lot of change, okay? So just, you know, be in your natural flow. Don't push things too hard, but that change is definitely upon you. They also talk about the Wheel of Fortune having a 10-year energy. So I feel that if you do go through with moving away from the situation, that the change that's going to come in, because this is a new beginning for you, it's going to be your next 10-year chapter. It's really going to impact the next decade of your life. So I love, love, love that the Fool is here, guys, towards the end of the week, because for me, this is a progression, you know, from retreating, from being introverted, from being in your cave, sorting things out, not sure which way you're going to go, but knowing that you are starting to move. Destiny comes in to step things up a notch. It comes in to give you the energy. It's almost like the, you know, winding up the engine of change that comes in to really sort of shake things up. And then we have you literally walking out of that cave, not cage. Maybe you did feel like you were in a cage, head held high, ready to embark on that journey. It's beautiful. It's almost like you've been in the cave meditating, and now you're just ready ready for a new day, ready for a new journey. The Fool takes just the belongings that are necessary for the new journey. Beautiful. So not taking any baggage from that situation, feeling energized and ready to go on your new journey, strong new beginning. You know, the Fool talks about making sure you've got a sure footing before you carry on, but carrying on and stepping forward and taking your first shaky, tentative steps on a new journey, even though you may not know what the destination is. We talked about that here. You may still not know where you're heading, but you know you're heading in a much more positive future, much more positive direction, sorry. You know, the mountains in the background represent that there will be more challenges in the future. That's life. Every new situation will have you reach a mountain at some point. But don't think about that now. You know, just think about starting out on the new journey and the beautiful alchemical change indicated by the white flower there, that's going to happen throughout that journey. Trust your instincts. It's really, really time for you to take that leap of faith. Really extremely powerful new beginning energy after this. Taurus, I'm excited. Beautiful energy. Taurus, good luck with it. You're ready to come back to the world and take that leap of faith. Feel free to comment on the video or give it a like if you feel like you resonated with it. Just keeping in mind, general readings won't resonate for every Taurus. And we'll see you for another reading next week.